St. Mark's Coffee Shop just opened up Saturday morning, January 24th, 2025. I'm 71 years old, turned 71 September 13th. Now it's wintertime here. I'm going yet through another transition. How do I bottom line this so you stay long enough to hear what I have to say? In the TikTok world, people's attention span is very short. The average Geico commercial is 34 seconds. And that's 34 seconds right there. So in a Geico world, TikTok world, you're long gone. And you're sitting there in the passenger seat, and we have face-to-face real contact. There's nothing that can replace real contact and real connection. And then I can almost guarantee when you're sitting there, you're gonna be like, whoa, this is so cool. So I did this again. I'm holding my camera and I'm talking to my camera, and I didn't push the record button. I didn't push the record button. Adam and Lou just walked in. Maybe they're working this afternoon. I think they are. That's cool. If you're here, you're here. I'm going to start saying that because it might sound really weird, because right now you aren't here. And the only way you're going to be here is if you're here. Isn't that simple and profound? Some of the things in life that are the most real are simple and profound. So one more time. You're not here. I'm recording this, but you could be here if you watch this video. I'm basically at St. Mark's Coffee House outside. And if you watch my videos, you will hear me talking a lot about St. Mark's. And if you haven't watched the video, this is your first time, right? Now, it's kind of a cloudy day and feels a little cooler. Now, it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm gonna talk to you pretending you're here when you're not. I have a nice recording. Speaking of Adam and Lou, I stayed after they closed at 10 o'clock, and I have about 3 minutes recording. I think I'm gonna patch in. This is daytime hours now. Charging my car, my second electric car, which is much nicer than my first one. Has only 70,000 miles on it versus 170. It's a 2022 instead of 2019. My other one, I had all kinds of problems with dead battery where I've had it jump started and towed several times, and they kept promising that there was a newer car coming. Well, it finally came about a month ago. They said just move your personal belongings from your old car, put in a new car, give us your old keys, we'll give you your new keys. We set your car up on your profile, and you're good to go. Amy's about ready to come on. I normally do the video call in my car, but since I'm completely portable with my phone, I'm going to do it from the city park boathouses. Since it's summertime, it's not cold. I walk around this lake and have been, first of all, when I first lived here from 1990 to 2009. It takes about 20 minutes to walk around the lake here. And that's what it looks like. There's the boathouses. This is called City Park. It's only a 10-minute walk from my Gaylord house I lived in, and also St. Mark's Coffee House. Amy's going to be coming on any second now.
My sincere devotion to the founder of True Buddhism, Nichiren Daishonin, the boundlessly compassionate Buddha who revealed the true cause of original enlightenment, who possesses the three enlightened properties, and whose three enlightened properties comprise his single being, whose beneficence transcends the three existences, and who possesses the three virtues of sublime teacher and parent. I also express my heartfelt gratitude for his beneficence, and pray that his profound benevolent power may ever more widely prevail. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo.
Lou is the daughter of Eric, who owns the St. Mark's with his wife, Tina. And she was born, and she's about the same age as the coffee shop. And it looks like Adam and Lou are working this afternoon. It looks like Gino's getting off. So I think I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go to work this afternoon about 3:30 or 4, and I have to work till midnight, and I have to pull out, be able to cover my $108 check for my cell phone. If I don't cover it, it's not going to be good. But if I cover it, it'll be fine. Okay. And what I'm hoping is the people, when we're at that stage in this journey together, the people watching that will also experience that too. Like, I can see it clear as day. And the other thing that came up for me, and I just stop with this, is it's the whole thing. Like, I really want you to come out to Arizona, fly out here. I'll pick you up at the airport. You jump in the truck with me. We go all the way. We do the dedicated and come back here to where I am, the studio, and actually see the studio. And we're actually creating something here in the studio together. This is on the balcony of Whole Foods, looking at Union Station. I'm walking to my electric car right now. Encinitas used to be, still kind of, it really is, but especially back in the early 70s, it's now 2021, was North County coastal, and it was considered like a rural surfer hippie town. Consideration, I'm sitting here, standing here by the ocean. There's people down here in bathing suits, surfboards, surfing, and it's the day after Thanksgiving. This is the place I want to usually here, but there's sun stuff happening, light stuff, and I've got these magnets on my thing where I can put the phone so you can get the break. I got my So you're experiencing the whole thing instead of from a distance. You're actually in it, and I think when that happens, this whole channel is gonna take a whole nother level of intimacy and reality, and that's quite. I'm really looking forward to that, and I think all of this is just a prelude to all of that. It's kind of like a build up.
Oh, definitely.
To that. So that's kind of how I see it. Starbucks opened about 4 minutes ago on the weekend. They open up at 5:30 a.m. During the week, they open up at 4:30. I'm a little bit off schedule. I got my backpack this time with my laptop. Often I just go out the door with my 1 terabyte phone, going down to the elevator and out the front door of the Mercantile Square Loft. I do this every morning. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Doug. I moved in here to Mercantile Square Loft. The first summer was August of 2022. And about ready to go out the front door. This is my mailbox, where on Friday, it's now Sunday morning, my Destiny new credit card came in that saved my life. Went out the front door. Destiny, $700 credit card, saved my life for now. But it's just the beginning of turning my life around. Here we go. Now, typically, Saturday and Sunday mornings, it's very quiet. I don't think there's any snow or ice right now. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I make videos. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Do you enjoy this nice weather?
Great.
I don't remember skateboards back in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, I'm up from a surf town in Encinitas, California.
Yeah, I'm from San Diego. Imperial Beach.
Oh, do you know Encinitas?
Yep.
Moonlight Beach? I'm flipping out that you guys are on skateboards now.
Yeah, and now we're out here in Denver skateboarding.
Mile High City. We're 900 miles from the ocean, bro.
Exactly.
So how'd this happen?
I have no idea. Well, really, I came out here because it was a lot cheaper than living in Imperial Beach.
Well,
You know how expensive
no, I came out 19. I'm an old dude. I'm 71, but I'm an old young dude.
Yeah.
I'm filming you.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I have a channel called Driving Tokyo, and I grew up in San Diego. You probably dig this. You're younger than me.
Nope.
But from age 7 to 37, I lived at Moonlight Beach up in Encinitas, North County, when I got an apartment for $200 a month.
Damn. Yeah, that's unheard of now.
Yeah, I have. Now, what's the trip with these skateboards?
Oh,
It's a good
I
way
actually
to get
picked
around.
this up before I got here. I got the skateboard before I got here. picked us up in San Diego, and then I came here and
And I'm tripping out
Just riding around.
because you work, right? You have
Yep.
a job. So it's a good way to get around.
oh yeah, probably not in this weather. It's a little bit too cold out here for that, but
Well,
it is. I do ride up and down this mall and up to the skate park over there.
What about all these dudes on these bikes? Have you seen these radical dudes with these bikes that come racing through here? Like all of them, like these bikes.
Yeah, they're definitely good ways to get around.
But anyway, brother,
lot cheaper.
What's your name?
Trey,
Trey.
Trey,
Nice.
nice to-
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Wow, you look young for your age.
Yeah,
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I work security.
That's a good gig.
Yeah, right here on the 16th Street Mall. So
You make
and that's
like
it.
15, 20 bucks an hour or something?
A little bit over that. I was at like 22.
Are you
20.
serious? Where do you live?
Right. So on Colfax, right across from the campus.
Don't you think this
MSU
is
right
a
there?
cool place to live? I live at 16th and Wine Coop. I pay $1,100.
Oh. That's pretty
And,
good.
and I'm a Lyft driver. And see this night transportation? I was a truck driver. Do you watch YouTube videos at all?
A lot of skateboarding stuff.
Do you mind checking out my channel?
Oh yeah, you're definitely.
Because I'm a cross-generational kind of dude. I don't mean to hang you
Hey.
up. Let me just tell my channel. Go to search engine, type in driving
Driving.
to
Oh, wait, hold on.
Tokyo,
Driving.
to Tokyo. I'm turning on to my channel.
Hold on.
Yeah, and then right here, this is me.
Oh, that's you.
Subscribe. I drove a truck in the U.S. but lived in Tokyo part-time.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I'm 71 years old, but I'm a
Oh.
young 71-year-old.
That's what's up.
Are these your buds?
Yep, these are my buds. We were just about to go get some food.
Well,
over
I
there.
don't want to hang you up.
Yeah.
God, they look like wonderful. And you guys have skateboards too?
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach them how to do.
Thanks. I told him I'm filming him. So you guys can subscribe to my channel too. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll
Check it
definitely
out.
subscribe to your channel. sometime,
Thank
right?
you. Have a
Yeah,
good night.
You too.
I'm digging the 60-degree weather.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's a great energy. It's a great vibe, and that's part of what we like. What we really had thought about when it comes to this, when we were thinking long term. Just 3 weeks ago about this. That's definitely something that is part of what we're doing, is building this. Like anything you do, you have to put things in place. So that you can actually go to those next
Sam,
steps.
one of the things I do not like about YouTube is this. See, I got my nightshirt. Here's what I don't like. On my videos, I'm trying to, I say try, Tony Robbins says you either do it or not, but my intention is to show my listeners, my viewers, my riders, my whole life, my experience, so that they or you can understand who I am, where I'm going, what my challenges are, and also some of my past experience and how it is complementary to my current experience. Now, here's one of the things I want to make clear, and what I don't like about YouTube. I have put stuff related to, for example, Empower Network was a affiliate program, internet program that taught people, this is 13 years ago, taught people how to market themselves, create their social media, how to monetize themselves on the internet, which is very similar to what Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, his partner of 26 years, and Matthew McConaughey are doing with their free virtual events. And what YouTube does, I don't know if it'll work if I put in the description, you will see Empower Network and some promotion where Empower Network does not exist anymore. I'm not trying to recruit you to Empower Network or sell you on the idea of being an Empower Network affiliate or distributor or make money on internet or network marketing. I'm not. because the simple fact is Empower Network did exist. I was a part of it. It was a big part of my life for about 4 years when I was driving a truck for Knight Transportation. I went to events every 4 months, and many people like Brian and Sandy were friends of mine, including Lawrence Tam. So I do show things that relate to affiliate marketing, network marketing, and Empower Network was really big. In fact, we had a meeting here at Denver Convention Center with 5,000 people in 2013, but they no longer exist. So therefore, I'm not trying to recruit you into Empower Network because I can't, because it no longer exists. In fact, it's kind of sad. One of the lessons and one of the benefits of Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi is that Empower Network, I think Dave Wood, who was my sponsor and one of the co-founders of Empower Network, I think at one point he was making, or Dave Sharp and him were making $500,000 a month. And it was huge. And my friend, Sophia Rashkin, who became one of my best friends, I paid her and her husband $1,000 a day right here in Denver to learn how to build an Empower Network business when I was still driving for Knight Transportation. Again, that was 2013. But Sophia and her husband, what happened is Sophia Rashkin ended up leaving the business and leaving her husband and went into a completely different world, became a shaman and a channel, and I personally helped her pack her house, and I shifted from she being my guru or being my teacher with Empower Network to traveling with her and being one of her best friends during that big transition, all the way up to the time when she met her current partner. In fact, her current partner, who she just recently married, I tried to meet in Tokyo. So there's a lot of things, and unless I tell you or clarify how it all fits together, like my friend Chikako has said, my videos are all over the place and they're too long. I get it. But anything I leave out, something's missing. See, once you become 71 years old and you've led an interesting life, there's a lot of dots to connect. And some of the dots that you connect were important 10 years ago or 13 years ago, or were a part of your life that don't exist. That's part of impermanence in a Buddhist sense, is impermanence. It's kind of a funny thing. And karma, impermanence, ignorance, there's some key words. Now, ignorance doesn't mean you're stupid or you don't have knowledge or skills. Ignorance, from a Buddhist perspective, means you may be convinced, like my sister Janet, for example, a specific example. Recently, not too long ago, my sister Janet sent me an email and she said, "You're lazy. Kathy and I are on to you. You're lazy." That's her perception. I'm lazy. Even though I drove a truck 13 years, I drove 1 million miles, I paid $7,000 to Mike to set up a channel. I had a whole channel set up to create a whole team within the umbrella of Knight Transportation, which happens to be the largest trucking company in North America when they acquired Swift. And my sister's calling me lazy. Why? Because in her world, it's all about being a homeowner. And in her mind, because I had this house that my parents paid cash for, I came home for 4 days out of the month. I did my laundry, took a shower, visited with my folks. And because I wasn't taking care of the house, I was lazy. Of course, I was only home 4 days out of the month. I was traveling the rest of the time. So there's a lot of stuff related to my story. But the bottom line is, I want to shift from YouTube to my own, by invitation only, website or app so that YouTube, Facebook can't tell me what I can or cannot say or put on my channel, because I don't want to leave stuff out that's important part of my story, bottom line. So YouTube does this. You can't have this on because you're monetized. Well, do you know what you're doing? You're putting videos on my channel. You're telling me I can't monetize my channel, or I can't talk about things I've done in the past where I made money, but you put commercials on my videos. Hello. This isn't working. I gotta do something else. That's the bottom line. Stream that I've ever done on Facebook, and I'm with some friends that I've shared an event this weekend. Wow. Wow. Look. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. And this. 2 for $5.
Starbucks, Saturday morning. I'm 71 years old, a few days before my mom's 90th birthday, January 1st. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. I wasn't there when my dad celebrated his 90th birthday, and I wasn't there when my dad died. It would mean the world to me. I mean, it would mean the world to my mom if I was there. That's one of the things about money. Money isn't just about buying cars and houses. Money also can make a difference between being with someone you love, like my mom on her 90th birthday. So I'm gonna walk to Starbucks now. I'm walking right by. I can hear this young man yelling help right now. About me. They're about my mom and my dad. My mom said, I'll just wrap up with this. My mom said, you know, our lives could be a book. Now, funny thing is, Mary Laverty, one of my taxi cab riders that mentioned me in her book, Stop Screaming at the Microwave, How to Connect Your Disconnected Life, oddly enough. And I used to have Handle My Life at Broke. She mentioned me in 2 books, but she has a 3rd book that I thought really hit home. It's called Touching Tomorrow, about how to make a video about your parents' life so you can leave a legacy, so it's like their life matters. Now, to be honest with you, I'll just finish this short video. My mom is having a very difficult time. Now, she actually writes emails, but I might suggest to her that she entertain the possibility, because she's probably gonna outlive me, to actually write about their life. Not worrying if she's gonna be an author or it's gonna be published or anyone cares about it, because here's the deal. Matthew McConaughey and Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi talk about the value of 30 minutes of handwriting your feelings. She does emails, but handwriting your feelings in a journal. Every ride is documented. Like this week, all the way through when I started, I can go to my iPhone and go to ride number 1, ride number 2. I could go to any time this last 2 years and look at all the rides I picked up, the time I picked them up, the time I delivered them, how much I made that day. It's all documented. Yeah, so
in the iPhone, in your
yeah,
phone.
yeah. So what's good is for accountability to think, how did I, cause and effect? How did I get in this situation? And I can go back to when I sold my Prius, and then I worked in the summertime, and I can look at all the weeks and days of the summer and go, oh, no wonder I'm doing bad. Look at these weeks. Look at this day. Look at this week. I only worked $50, or I only worked 5 hours. It's a good way to hold you accountable, to understand your accountability. So everything is documented.
You can analyze the situation.
Yeah. So you can say, okay, I take responsibility because the reason I'm in this situation is because this summer when I sold my car and I paid all my bills, I paid my rent, I paid everything. Oh, you have to go? You're leaving? But anyway, my point is, it's all good. You're leaving the temple.
Now, so I live in this small room. I want to show you the Hongyoji temple.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
なんだっけ? But in the early morning, is there any customers?
Oh yeah, there's customers 24 hours a day. Yeah, sometimes it's slower than others, you know. But also the app tells me the best times to work. The app is a very good app. So you're walking into the big room?
Now I left the room, now outside.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah. Do you remember the Hongyoji building?
Oh yeah. Are you actually walking to the train?
ほら、本行寺、こんな感じで。
Oh wow.
The 本行寺 name.
Yeah.
本行寺。で、Sky Tree maybe Sky Tree.
Oh well, there's a sky tree.
They've got a lot of videos here, and at the end of the day, I feel as I'm watching the videos of you and going through the videos myself, like I feel that people can connect to you in a way, and if you keep these videos in a pattern that let people have a dose of you and what you're talking about, then they want more, so they click next to the next video and next to the next video. And yes, maybe there are those videos that are like an hour long. You know, I'm not saying that you can't have long videos. I like the idea for right now, thinking of keeping it as short and as concise and compelling as well. You want to have things that are really get people to think. Like earlier this week, you had a video that was you in the truck, and you had, you know, you were going through some personal feelings, and you were just kind of feeling like whatever. And then later in the next clip, you were like back at it. Energy was high through the roof, and it was like, you know, that was great video right there. And I could just see people getting connected to the real talk. You know, just like right now, you're in your truck. It's so cool. Like people are actually interested in the truck lifestyle, whether they want to do it or not. Just like van life, you know, there are a lot of people that are interested in traveling in a van or in a bus. More people are interested in watching it than actually doing it. So if you actually are doing it yourself, well, you have that attractor factor that people are going to want to watch you, you know. So that's really what it's all about, finding something that you love and tap into it. Like Michelle and I, we love travel, we love video, we love the van. You know, that's what we share. We love personal development. Same stuff that you are loving as well, only you do it in the truck life. You know, you're doing it in the back of a truck sleeper. You've got that as that's your travel space, that's your studio, that's your everything right there, and you're able to kind of just blast off to all different places in the country. So what's that?
Absolutely.
Michelle wants to add something.
Yeah, I just want to say that inspires people to use, like the way you inspired you, considering people on the road. If someone wanted to actually pursue a job or career after maybe they're done on the road, sometimes the position was filled with the desire.
Right. I don't know if you could hear any of that, but Michelle was just saying like how, like what you do, it inspires people to like, you know, be able to go and even create a living or a travel life. Like let's say they think their travel days are over. Well, you know, they can go work, make money, and travel at the same time. So it's like, it's really a no-brainer when you think about it. Honestly, it really is.
Well, think about it. Let me break this down, Mike. Okay. It's really, really cool. Like we've talked about our experience with network marketing and affiliate marketing. Okay. What's cool, I was talking to my driver manager, Michael, who's this young guy, and he's open to part of this too. I said, I actually want to bring the culture of night in the office, and you, my dispatcher, bring you onto my channel. So I'm like, here, I want I have a little dialogue with my manager, so it makes it more real. So I can talk about the relationship with your driver manager and how close you are. And it's not typical corporate America. They're really cool. You know, they're really hip. Like when they answer the phone, sometimes they're like, "Hey, brother." It's like, okay, yeah, everything's cool. You know, they're just real. It's really cool. But what my point is, what we're talking about is when I bring in a driver from another company that's not happy, and they see my video and what I'm doing, and they're like, I'm not on daily pay. I mean, he can actually send the transfer before 10 o'clock in the morning, and he gets paid that night. I have to wait 2 weeks for a paycheck. That is so cool. Yeah, so I kick it down. That I'm actually going to do a video. I love night. I'm gonna go down point by point by point by point by point by point. So I have very specific reasons why I love night. So someone watches that. But what Mike was saying, he said, dude, we pay $1,500 per driver. So what that means, when you go to Japan, if you get your whole social media thing where you have enough traffic, enough signups in a month, you realize you could be sipping your. He said this. You could be sipping your latte or your sake or in Japan and have 10 signups in the month and have $15,000 income while you're in Japan, and Night's supporting it. I only have to do one load a month. I can just say, hey, I'm making more money recruiting. I'm just gonna start going to Japan a lot. I'm gonna go to Japan every other month. Because I could go to Japan with visa 6 months out of the year.
Yeah, so I mean,
so how?
And now you're in Japan, and now people are watching. Hey, how's he in Japan? What's he doing? And then you just tell them that you just, you recruit and you.
I'm in my recruiting mode.
Exactly.
And hear me out on this. What's cool is, guess what? I'm just saying, let's say you were from another company, you saw this, and now you're with Night, you're in your night truck, I'm in my night truck, we're doing a hangout. Instead of the van, we're in the night truck. You have the same opportunity. You can be a seasoned driver for $1,500. You have the same opportunity. See the duplication? It's just like network marketing. I'm recruiting you into the opportunity, and then you have the same opportunity I have. 100% commission, $1,500 per. There's a power there, and pretty soon you have one driver, two drivers, four drivers, 10 drivers, all saying the same thing. It gets very powerful, and then I'm excited about it because I can create a situation that in 2-3 years from now, I can't drive as much. I have another income stream.
Exactly.
I have something that I've created.
Well, you've also, with the YouTube channel and with not only your stories and your truck lifestyle, you can definitely be building something that's going to set you up, for what you're talking about. And it's a great thing to do. There are people out there that are your age or even a little older than you who are in a similar boat where it's time for them to make a decision, and maybe they just haven't thought about what you're talking about. So, you add that to the YouTube channel. You've got all these different things that you can add. And even giving value to whatever it is that you want to share. You could share your starting process about video. You could start, little things about truck driving stuff, because we want to piggyback off of keywords. Like, what topics are people most concerned about in the truck driving lifestyle? And you don't even have to go out there and make any extensive video. This could just be you, sitting right where you're sitting now or in the truck and just do a video, or you could even go live on the YouTube channel and do something like that. And then I can just make a video with I can use other B-roll footage of other truck driving stuff, like I've done before with your videos. So it's more or less you can just share the mindset, because if people are thinking about truck driving and they're worried about backing up the truck, if you could just tell them second thing about how easy
what I'm saying is,
to worry about, that would be like one thing that we could piggyback off of as a keyword, and then bring more people into your channel.
I wanted to mention, Mike, I wanted to tell you that I honestly think it's going to be more powerful. I can have you don't necessarily have to go get other people's B-roll and stuff. I don't mind shooting video. I think it's going to be more personal and giving more authority if I'm actually filming.
Mm-hmm.
Like backing. it says someone up, some other trucker that it kind of like, who's this guy? We want Doug to show. So it's no, we have to have it all inclusive where I'm the authority, not some other guy from another company or another night driver. I'm the one that can do this. I have been a trainer. I can go through point by point all the basic fundamentals that you have to learn as a truck driver, and it's not a big. That other day when I was talking about scaling and this at the truck stop, I just did that spontaneously when in the middle of a load.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be real easy for us to have the basic mechanics. Like for example, I'll talk about backing just briefly. Backing, the key thing with backing is a few points. Number one, you're not going to learn how to back by thinking about it. Everybody goes through a learning curve and back, and you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be embarrassed. You can pull into truck stops. Everybody's watching you. They can immediately tell you're. They're gonna immediately tell you're a rookie just by your trailer's going, your tractor's going all over the place, and you're embarrassing yourself. And I'm watching. I can watch a guy back up at the truck stop and go, "Oh my God, this is a brand new person." And everybody in their truck starts going, okay, I got to watch him. They're all, and then some guys will jump out and help the guy. So there's everybody goes through that. You don't get, but key point one, everybody starts in the same place. Two, it's all about the setup. It's just like any other thing you do. You get good at it, and the setup, what I mean by that, you have to pull in, you have to set up properly to back up. So it's easy. Number two, you have to know what's out. Every time you back up, there's obstacles, there's poles, there's other trucks, there's things you can run into. So you have to get out and look around and know what dangers there are when you're backing up. You know what blind spots you have. So I could go through point by point by point by point the fundamentals of backing, and I can film it. I could even ask another driver, can you film me backing up today? Just grab a driver, hey, can you do me a favor and let him use my camera and actually film me backing up so they can actually see me, like they can see the hole I'm going into. They'll see me actually do it and they go, yeah, Doug's pretty good at this. So that's no problem. I could do all of that. And that's not hard. So I can go through pre-trip, backing, trip planning, you know, just there's probably about five major things that you have to do over and over. That's your daily method of operation. And I could have those, and we could have them all set up, you know, just bum, and they're done.
How about we do that this week? Because I've got a lot of content to still go through from your end. Just kind of, you know, I've got one video that's great upload, and then I've got to go through. There's a couple I saw on your YouTube that I'm just going to be downloading and uploading.
Wow. Wow, there's a sky tree where we met. Show me that again. Look how close that is. Wow. And here's the front door. Wow. Wow, this. Oh, wow. Hello. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Happy New Year. Konnichiwa. Wow. Hello. 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 Hello.
そうなんです。いや、あれ？トラックのね。あ、そう、トラックの方です。あれ。
Oh, wonderful.
So she remember about you.
Oh.
you truck driver, she remembers.
Yeah, she looked familiar. Yeah. Well, this was better than being at your house. I got to see the temple.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Nice.
maybe we could do the temple meetings more often.
Sometime.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you going
We
to?
have to.
Are you
We
going
have
to?
to decide the next meeting.
Okay. When's the next meeting?
Maybe. Tomorrow again 11 o'clock will be fine for you. Tomorrow 11 for me, so same time tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
7.
Okay. 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, my friend, I'll let you go. Thank you for showing me the temple.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening is therapy. And it's your own, capturing your thoughts so you can look back over the journey you've had, especially this really important journey for the next year. I'm gonna suggest that to my mom. Now, there's a lot to unpack here. So I'm gonna bring this video to close. I'm gonna push this button. This will be sent to this phone. And this is what I do. I have one more day off before I go on to my rental car tomorrow. And it's gonna be back on the grind after I save my apartment. It was such a relief to talk to my manager just yesterday morning and asked her, did you get the cashier's check? I dropped it in the mail slot on Saturday. It was closed, the bank was closed. And she assured me that she did. And I'm gonna save my apartment, but I'm gonna officially know it when I see the zeros on my resident app instead of the 2,400, whatever it is. I see zeros. As of now, the middle of the month, I'm cool. It's very important because I made a decision to save my apartment and not my car because I get 11,400, be able to pay my rent, still have 9,000 left over. Not that that's gazillions of dollars, but I didn't want to be sleeping in my car and lose this apartment. That's the bottom line.
Hey, Brian, my friend Brian's a lot more experienced at this than I am. But I'm with some friends.
Why are you recording me eating?
Well, that's good. It's live. You can.
Hey, Doug friends. I'm eating.
Okay, I'm gonna have them all introduce themselves. This is my friend.
I'm Brian Couch.
Okay.
How you doing?
And
in a suit. You know, you've seen the things where you've got to be some giant charismatic leader that can speak in front of thousands of people. You've seen the things where you're going to start a little guru business and sell products just like the guru that's selling the products who's actually an expert that's going to take you 18 hours a day and all of your life savings before you ever make a penny. You've seen the things that they just don't work. So is that really a choice? I think not. I think that you have one choice, and your choice is right now to click the button below the video and join the Lifestyle Society. To click the button right now because this is urgent for you. Now, there's some people watching and they're like, I don't know why I should join now. I should think, you know, there's actually a reason. There's actually things they could lose by not joining right now. Like, what can they actually lose, Brian? Like if they don't click the button right now, if they don't get in right now, like, how are they going to lose out by not getting in right now?
Well, for one, if you don't get in right now, if you don't click the button now, you're going to continue to have the exact same life that you've had, you know. And for me, that was urgent. You know, I didn't want that another second. I wanted to change that immediately, right? And so when I was watching this, I was like, personally, I didn't know anybody that had ever made a bunch of money on the internet. I didn't know anybody that got rich online. I didn't personally know anybody that had ever been able to create a lifestyle you know, that I truly wanted. So I just had to trust these random strangers. And so, you know, for me, it just came down to enough was enough. You know, I'm tired of having my boss, you know, breathing down my neck, getting angry at me for shit that I didn't even do. I'm tired of being trapped in this one little spot within this one little cube. I'm this cog in this wheel, not going anywhere. No one notices. There's no reason. I don't have a purpose, right? And I wanted freedom. I wanted out. And so for me, it was just another second of that wasn't, you know, there had to have been more to life.
Right.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a choice for you.
No.
right? Now, what else could they lose by not getting involved? You know, we have a system where we help people get started and we help them build their income, right? And so if they don't get started right now, somebody else like you could come in and they could lose out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how could they lose out?
Yeah, you're talking about with the tap.
Yeah, we're talking about like this is actually urgent. Like the
Yeah.
clock is ticking. There are people on this video and they could actually lose out.
Well, every second that somebody's joining, they're not ending up in your business. You know?
Yeah.
While other people that are watching this that clicked on the button before you, they're not in your business now because they joined before you. Whereas if you were to have clicked and typed really, really quickly, you know, they could end up in your team and you could earn commissions. And
Yeah.
so they'll miss money.
So you've had situations like that. I had,
Yeah.
for example, in February, and this is just one.
Sandy?
I am Sandy Fun. I am from Lima, Peru. And I lived in Georgia, but I recently moved to San Antonio, Texas. And I just met Doug
Yes, weekend.
3 days ago. He's an awesome guy. We love him. We've been able to share awesome stories, and he inspires me so much. And I can't wait to travel with you more often.
And I want to say that Brian and Sandy, I watched their videos, and I was inspired by the. I think they went 2016. They went to 13 countries, and just I didn't tell you guys, but I watched that one video of you guys with how you met and stuff. You know that Miracle Network couples
you
thing.
did?
Yeah,
Oh my
I actually shared that with people.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah,
Thank
and I thought
you.
that was really inspiring because
Thank you.
even though I'm not in a relationship, I'm a romantic guy, and I really
Aw,
appreciate
you're
you
a very
guys.
sweet guy.
You guys are an awesome couple. Brian, by the way, I'm really happy
Thank
for you,
you.
bro. I'm really happy.
Thank you.
You guys are an awesome couple.
And that's what we like doing. We like inspiring people to travel.
Yeah.
Couples
Yeah.
is the best way to spend your time, your money. It's an investment in yourself. What I've been able to experience in traveling with a lot of people, it's just how similar we all are. How we have the similar struggles, our dreams, but what's important is that knowing that you have people there to support you and help you along the way in this journey.
Absolutely.
So
it's a miracle with you guys.
yes,
Cool,
we
cool.
love Doug.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's your turn to introduce yourselves.
Hi. Wait, can we do it this way?
Okay, let's go this side. Forgive my amateurish stuff. This is my first time, so.
Hi. What's up? My name's Alexis Olson. I'm from Boise, Idaho, and I met Doug a couple days ago as well. And yeah, it's been cool getting to know people that are doing life differently and hang out with them in Florida.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just having fun. We're just chilling out. Well, we can
rewind.
We can go back. Do you want to say something else?
I don't know. Wait, what else am I saying?
What were you saying, Brian?
Well, you had plans of leaving. What happened?
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I hold it actually?
Yeah.
So,
We ended up staying longer.
yeah,
Oh my
they,
God.
She's gonna stay even longer now.
I was almost gonna stay longer.
well, I was supposed to fly out 2 days ago?
Yeah.
And then I decided not to because these guys convinced me to stay. And so I changed my flight and I'm just gonna hang out with them for a bit longer.
How much
And
longer?
Maybe we see what happens.
we'll talk about it.
Change the flight again.
No,
Yeah, she loves us so much.
they are
Taking it
fun.
out for 10 days.
She decided to get an apartment, not go back.
And we're gonna travel a lot more. We're gonna go to Orlando, maybe Atlanta, right?
Yeah, actually, that's true.
It'll be fun.
It
Yeah,
just,
she already confirmed Atlanta.
it's
on
just,
video now.
it's just amazing how things
And
happen.
it was meant to happen because they didn't charge you to change your flight or anything.
Yeah,
right?
they didn't charge me anything,
$0
which never happens.
to hang out with
And
us
it's
longer.
funny, I got this Airbnb, yeah, it's kind of in the hood, but I got a bigger one. Not knowing what.
It's a good
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
nice.
didn't know, honestly, I thought, well, I'll get this. If I have to pay myself, that's okay. But I wanted to make it big enough so we could have more people and put this happen.
Yeah. This is awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Brian Velez. I'm actually I'm from here in Miami, Florida, which is about an hour from where we're at right now. And I met Doug a couple of days ago as well at the event. You know, Doug went through hell to get here, but he made it happen no matter what. And you know, so far he's a cool guy. You know, he got an Airbnb for everyone to hang out at. And he's got some passion, man. He's got some passion to actually help you be able to, you know, just live a better life. Whether that's in health, whether that's in wealth, or just, you know, being like me and not caring about your boss telling you to comb your hair or anything like that.
And what I love about our connection is, even though there's an age difference, you're going through something very similar in your life as I went through in my early 20s that I can completely relate to. So it really doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. We're all.
What is that story?
What's that?
What is that story?
What is that? What is he going through?
Hi, thanks for jumping on.
Well, when I was 24, this is the short version. When I was 24, I hate to sound like.
Tell that person over there.
Yeah. When I was 24, I had a girlfriend that committed suicide, and I dreamt about it before it happened. And it just shook my whole world to the point that I sold everything I owned. I went to Europe, and I just no longer wanted, you know, I had an apartment, a sports car, all that stuff, and I just wanted to let that all go because that no longer meant anything for me. And I stepped out into that mystery, and I just took a chance, took a bus ride across the United States, took a plane to London, landed in London on New Year's Eve, and from that point forward, I just felt like that was my passion. I thought, this is what I want to do the rest of my life. But then what happens is life happens. You know, 20 years went by, and I didn't go anywhere until I fell in love with someone online, went to Brazil. Okay, now another 20 years have gone by, and I recently went to Japan. So my point is, I have this passion for travel, and I'm comfortable now, but I feel like, you know, now that I've got my house and my car and my job, and I'm secure, it's not really fulfilling me. And when I saw Brian and Sandy on video traveling around, you know, being free spirits, you know, this whole minimalist lifestyle, I could really relate to it. Okay, and what we were talking about the other night, that you just recently moved, made a transition.
Yeah.
You were trying to communicate how you just feel like, even though your mother may feel one way.
Yeah, she doesn't get it yet.
Yeah, you feel this way about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I went through the same thing. My parents didn't understand. They said, why are you selling everything? You have a career, you have a house. Why are you leaving? And I just was, there's a Cat Stevens song that's called Father and Son. And maybe you haven't ever, I'll send you a link, but it's the Father and Son. It's about Cat Stevens having this conversation about his father, his mother, you know, not understanding, but he had to follow his bliss. He had to follow his dream. And I was encouraging you to do that because I could relate to that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta just.
What about you, Dylan?
Yeah, so sort of similar, right? You know, I've been looking for a different way to make money online, right? I was kind of tired of the traditional 9 to 5, you know, having to go to a job every single day, and it's like I felt as if the more I went, the more I hated it, right? And during my journey, I went through some stuff, right? I kind of got scammed for some money. You know, I lost a relationship that, you know, I felt at the time was a relationship that I really wanted, and then I lost my job, right? But what I didn't realize at the moment is that was actually a journey. That was actually at the beginning of my journey, right? That, like, I was already on a journey, but that was the beginning of a new journey. And what that did was it actually put me into a corner where I actually had to work my ass off. Where when I had a job, I kind of was like, I'll work tomorrow because, you know, I got this guaranteed paycheck that you know, doesn't really value my time, to be honest. And I worked my ass off, and, you know, fast forward to now, you know, I'm still jobless, but it's because it's by choice. It's not because I can't get a job. And I get to hang out with cool people like Doug, cool people like Brian and Sandy, cool people like Alexis. And I don't need to comb my hair when I decided I don't want to comb my hair, right? And like, I had to comb my hair at work because if not, Like someone would probably tell me something. So the point is like follow your heart, follow your dreams, and just live your life the way you want to live it, right? But at the same time, don't forget about your health, right? And Doug could probably tell you a little bit about something about your health and how you could make that, keep that in line. Because if you have health, then you're gonna have wealth. That's it. I think that's it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you? What, you want any more comments? You're from Boise, Idaho, and now we're in Florida. What's it like for you?
Well, what do you mean? What is it like?
I mean, this is a completely different environment than where you're living.
She said she wants to move down here.
Is it kind of out of your comfort zone? I mean,
No, I've actually traveled a lot, and so like my story is very similar. Like I knew that I didn't want to live a normal life or work for somebody else, and so I've been having side hustles online and building clientele and connections, and just really devoting my extra time when I wasn't at work to helping other people. And through that, I've been able to create an income where I've been able to travel. So I've actually been to Florida, I think 3 times now. And then before I was living in Idaho, which was only for this last month, I was also traveling in Vegas, in California, and Dallas, and really all over the country because of what we all do online. So that's my story. How's your food?
Oh my God. So, Sandy? Hey Holly, what's up David? So look at my plate now. That's how good it was. You guys, Brazilian steakhouses are incredible. I've done a fair share amount of traveling myself. I met Doug. I was actually going to jump in his truck and go for a while with him, but then I met Sandy, and so we've been to about 25 countries over the last 2.5 years. And we're on a mission to see all the national parks in the U.S. I think we've probably seen maybe 20 or so at this point. What do you think, 30? 20-something. And I can say one thing, these last 3 years of traveling and seeing the world, experiencing different cultures, very different from our own. Not only is it fun and really, really cool and exciting, and every day you're fired up to wake up, but you also learn a lot more about yourself, and you learn a lot more about people and different people and how they are. And I'd love to help you out holding that. I know your arms got to be getting tired. My hands are covered in butter. So all I can say is, reach out to Doug and connect with him. He's a super, super awesome guy.
Thank you. I think, well, I don't know if anybody's even on here, but thank you for watching.
All right, you got Holly, you got David, you got a couple other people. Eric Rayner.
Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, and this will also be recorded. So this is my very first live hangout again from Florida with my special friends. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one. By the way, I'm going to be doing one of these every single day to infinity. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing one of these every single day, whether I'm on the road or wherever I am. So watch for them. There'll be another one coming up tomorrow, which we'll still be in Florida. I might be hanging out with these guys. So thanks for tuning in.
To infinity.
To infinity. Yes. So
I like that commitment. You're awesome, Doug. You're gonna help so many people.
Bye, guys.
Okay, we'll sign off. Hey guys, we're signing off.
Hi, it's nice meeting you, Doug's friends. Hopefully we see you with us on one of these trips.
Yep.
So
absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Say goodbye.
Yeah. Nice. I kind of got some food in my mouth, but nice to meet you, Holly, David, and everyone else is watching. And I'm gonna try to do something better than Alexis.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off. Have a wonderful day wherever you are.
We're just doing like we started off in our conversation with before. Like when we first started off 3 weeks ago, we kind of got a feel for what you wanted to do. We were kind of just starting off, and all these other ideas just kind of came out. And I feel like that's what's happening now too. We're 3 weeks into it. We're seeing this progress. We're seeing, things we want to do as far as talking to special guests, bringing people on here, people who are in the trucking community, people who are in the personal development community, people who are in the video community. people that, you know, you've known years ago that you've connected with that maybe you haven't seen in a while that you want to bring on here. So there's so many different steps coming up ahead. So I love everything that we've talked about, and I think that this channel and this project is growing right on track with what we've put in place with just our ideas of what we're doing. And just to see where we are today, you know, you uploaded your first YouTube video yourself the other day on that channel, and you're on your MacBook today. And, you know, I love it because we're moving along. You know, 3 weeks from now, where are we going to be? You know, what will we be creating at that point? So, you know, at the end of the day, I think the videos are going in a great direction right now. We're finding your story. You know, you're also plugging in some real day in the life type stuff. And then doing the time travel stuff, you know, going back, doing that flashback, which you're getting into that mode as well, because, you know, with your the new disk drive or you know, just even recording the screen. So either way, we're going to be going back in time a little bit here with you. So I'm excited for those videos to come in, and then the videos that we do that are geared towards you know, building those bridges so people can find you, find us, find Driving to Tokyo, you know, discover maybe somebody's at a bad point in their life and they just are looking for a way to travel and make money, and then you just, boom, light bulb goes off in their head. You know? That's kind of like the vibe of what this channel is about, you know, inspiration, education, reality. You know, what do you think?
Oh, absolutely. You're right on there. See, I mentioned this when we were kind of texting a little bit, but I like talking about it. One of the things I'm trying to establish now is, you know, the fact that they talk, what they call it, destiny, whatever. They say luck is on preparation meets opportunity. And as I started looking back myself, reflecting on, I reflect a lot when I'm driving. I use driving time for meditation time a lot of times. I turn off the music and I have 5 hours just to sit and drive. And it's like unconscious competence. So when I'm on the open highway, it can be a very like Zen-like meditative experience. And you know how like sometimes you just are in the shower and something pops in or something, you just get this clarity that happens. And so I realized that this whole driving to Tokyo thing really just didn't happen October 17th when I went to Tokyo. When I saw these discs, in fact, these discs right here, I had these in my cabinet for a long, long time. I completely forgot that I had these discs. And then I thought, wow, what are these? And I looked at them and I thought, wow, these are interesting. Oh, wow, this is my whole Denver life. The last chapter there, that was 14 years ago. And I thought, well, let me just check this out. And then I watched them, making a very important point. I watched them and I went, wow. In the Barrister Building, I was doing these video collages, and I was not driving a truck, but I was driving a limo during the day. I didn't have an iPhone. I didn't have all this technology we have today. And I was coming back to the office, and I was my Barrister Building. I was recording every single night, and I had all these videos and DVDs, and I was like really passionate about it. And I did it for 4 years. And in fact, I was telling people at the Hyatt Hotel that I worked at, I drive a limo in the day and I make movies at night. But my point is, I completely forgot about that because I was like 14 years ago, that was another city, another chapter, another part of my life. And then it dawned on me that was like the seed. That's why when I opened up iMovie with the new technology today and the iPhone, it was like, it just picked up where left off. is like, wow. And all that passion came back in unconscious competence and mixing really fast and doing it really fast. The point is, all that wasn't wasted time. That was I planted that seed back then, and all these years have gone by, and now with new technology, I just picked up where I left off. And then I realized it went back to Brazil when I went to Brazil twice in 3 months. And I went back to when I went to Morocco. All these. Now I began to realize this has been happening for 44 years. And what reason I'm sharing this on this channel is not so much to talk about my story, but to help people realize that they have their own story, and to be reflective on how their present time right now